What up, y'all? We back, and we're gonna be working on the square body today. That old girl. And I got some goodies. Got this guy for my phone. Pretty fancy. Comes with the controller and all that good stuff. I don't really know what this thing does. Still gotta figure that out. And then I got that tripod too. So my good buddy Curtis, shout out Curtis. He's more than a buddy to me. He's like a brother. But he watched my first YouTube video, seen that I needed a tripod, and he's like, hey, come see me. I got something for you. So pretty pumped about that. This thing is super nice and should make this whole thing a lot easier. I also got some more goodies. I got brand new carpet, brand new dash pad, brand new rear bumper, the headlight bezels. These are the vents for the dash and a bunch of random fasteners and good stuff like that. So you guys have already seen that. It's in that bag. That's the turn signal stuff. But yeah, we got a lot of good stuff. Got some new stuff to tinker with. I think I've heard that dash pad is a real pain in the butt. So I'm going to do a little homework, see what I can figure out with that, and try and get that brand new dash pad in today. We'll see what happens. All right, so I haven't really figured out this tripod yet, how to use the controller and all that. It's very high tech, but I will show you, let's see, what I'm working with. So I've got these little clips. The stool's broken. I've got these little clips, and this little clip right here has to go down in this little guy right here, and then this part has to go in there. You can see I've already got one of them done, but I'm working on, there's 6 of them. I'm working on that, and then I will be able, I watched a little bit of YouTube on these dash pads. I don't quite have my YouTube certification yet, but I was kind of just doing a lot of new stuff today. I don't know what the heck I'm doing here, and then that joystick's a whole nother thing. So, or the joystick, tripod, gimbal thing, whatever the hell it's called. So yeah, you can see pretty good there. So I've noticed if I take this little guy and just bend it ever so slightly, it's a lot easier to get these things in. There's a second one. So moving right along, got 4 more. I don't know if you're supposed to be able to get these things in without bending them. And then you also gotta, this shit right here. And when they do these dashes, it looks like they do some trimming for you, but Still not quite enough to get this shit where it's supposed to be. I'll trim up a little bit. Actually going a lot better than I thought it would. Oh, I was struggling with it quite a bit. I think you guys can see pretty good. But yeah, I was struggling with it quite a bit. But this little tab, right there, that little guy, just take a pair of needle nose and just bend it a little bit. And they slide right in. That stuff needs trimmed away. But see, they've already got it pre-trimmed. I don't know why they don't trim it all the way if you're going to take the time and trim it. Well, maybe they thought they had it trimmed all the way up. I don't know. And then you take that old boy right there. Yeah, this is a freaking pain. As you can see, it's hot in here. My sleeves melted off. It was so hot. I got a big fan. I got a gangster fan. But I don't know how good of videos it's going to take while I'm running that, so if it gets too much hotter, maybe I'll just put some gay music on in the background and edit out the sound, but I haven't quite made it that far in my YouTube career yet, so we'll get there one day. That's still a pain in the butt. I know on that other one too, you kind of just trim these holes out a little bit. Get some of that stuff out of there. The video I watched of another guy doing it, that's what he did too. You can't cut real deep though, because you don't want to cut through the other side. My old man be real happy with me. I put a hole in this. I don't know how much he spent on this dash pad, but I'm sure it wasn't cheap, so we'll get there. Man, that is a pain in the butt. When you poke it with a screwdriver, it's like, it should go right in that. Because this shit ain't real hard. And you want to see something funny? I don't know if you can see this or not. Yeah. Installation of this dash pad will be easier if the material is air temperature or above 70 degrees Fahrenheit. Makes the material more flexible. Yada, yada, yada. Well, lucky for me, it was 82 last time I checked today, with a high at 87, so yeah, I think the material should be pretty soft, but don't make it much easier. Huge. Yeah, this is a pain in my neck. See if this one's any easier. That one needs trimmed a little bit too. All right, I'm gonna bring you guys back so you don't have to sit here and watch me struggle with this. I'll be back in a few. All right, we're back. So I got 5 of the 6 clips on there. I freaking bent that one a little too much and broke that tab off. So I think it'll be all right with 5 out of the 6 on there. If not, we'll come back to that. I should have watched the LMC video. So I started watching a video on how to do this, and I watched just some random farm guy that lives in Maine. It seemed like he knew what he was doing, so I kept it going. But I got a little bit into that video and realized he didn't know what he was doing. So I went and watched the LMC truck video, and yeah, that was way better. So he showed me, you take these clips. I already had them all done, but it'll be good to know for the video and for the future. You kind of, so this tab, you can kind of turn it sideways and then slide it in like that. And then once you got it in, you can move it like that, and it's way easier. He made it look like a breeze while I sat here and fought with the thing all day, but I said I wanted to work on these older cars, and I don't have a whole lot of experience with them, but I think there's a reason. My old man and all the other old guys say these are real cars. I'll tell you what, I always kind of underestimated them, but these things are different, that's for sure. But like all new things in life, you're gonna feel like an idiot for a while, and I feel like an idiot right now working on this thing, but we'll get there. I feel like an idiot recording myself for YouTube, but we'll get there. So, gotta take this out. I don't know if this thing just holds it in place when it's in the box or what, because it is kind of flimsy. But screw somewhere so I don't lose when we get a flat tire. But check this thing out. It looks pretty nice. See if you guys can see that. Yeah, you can see it pretty good. We'll move the camera over here. And I'm just gonna test fit this thing. There's still a lot of stuff we need. Don't have heater vents or all that, but go ahead and try this. See what it looks like. Do. It's trimmed up a little bit on both sides. Oh, shit. Definitely needs trimmed up on these edges. Let me get these, show you guys what I'm talking about. If you see that edge right there? Let me get away from this truck before I scratch it. So I don't like taking a razor to a brand new dash. I had an alarm go off on my phone and it quit recording. But I don't like taking a razor to a brand new dash. But you see right there, And right there. The guy in the LMC truck video, he was trimming that up too, so it'll be all right. Just gotta do a little trimming. Let's see if I can find my blade. Like I said, you're not gonna be able to see this, so it's not a huge deal. Dang, I don't like doing this. Tell you what, working on this shit, I'm gonna learn to be a patient man. I've never been a patient man, but one way to learn, right? Fake it till you make it. All right, this is kind of tedious. I'll get back to you. All right, so we're back, and I started recording me putting this dash in, but I was getting hot, I was getting aggravated, and I was fighting with it. If you see how it's raised up right there, and then you can see how that VIN doesn't line up with the hole in the dash, the VIN tag. And then if I pull this out, you can kind of see this tab right here. It goes in right down in there, but it's actually, it's supposed to go right there. So I think my old man got the wrong dash pad. So I'm gonna talk to him about that, see what he wants to do. So like I said, I was getting a little flustered earlier. The heat was getting to me. And yeah, so I took a break. I had a baby appointment with my wife I needed to go to anyways, because we are expecting, so that's fun. My first kid. Never had a baby, so she's 6 months pregnant, so I had to go do that thing, but it was good. It got me a minute away from this thing and allowed me to cool off. But it fits fine on this side. It doesn't really line up over there. I'm gonna talk to my dad, see it would have worked. It's not right, but it would work. But we'll see what my old man wants to do, and I still got to piece together some of this stuff. This thing is gonna be probably pretty drawn out, and I think I'm gonna have to, because I don't have all the parts. I thought I did, but I don't. So I'm gonna have to just take the parts that I have, put it all together, and then make a list and go from there. So it's kind of frustrating. It's doing something new is difficult. I don't have a whole lot of, I got a lot of experience turning a wrench. I'm pretty good at turning a wrench, but it's one thing stepping out of your element, but then putting back together a project that somebody else started, along with, I don't have a whole lot of experience with the old stuff. It's simple, but it is, I mean, I could overcome that no problem if I had tore it apart, right? So you have that, then you have, it's hot. I don't want to turn the fan on because then it sounds like shit on the video. But then also I'm trying to be vulnerable and make these YouTube videos. So there's a lot of new uncharted territory for me. But needless to say, I'm gonna keep doing it, stay consistent with it. I'm not gonna shy away from it just because I'm not good at it yet. That's the price that you pay to do new shit, right? So here we are. I beat my wife home, so I was able to sneak 5 minutes back in here and get back to that. But I don't know if I want to make it back out here tonight. I want to. I feel like I haven't really made a whole lot of progress on this truck yet, but we'll see. If not, this will be the end of today's video. But maybe my wife will let me sneak away a little bit later on tonight. So if not, see you guys tomorrow. If so, I'll see you in a couple hours.